feet on something. I wish they would, but you can see that. So Ebros, Officer Martinez is going to show you what to do. I'm going to run out and get Dax, okay?
Center. Right on the line. Yep.
Put your shoes back. Unless you guys want to make a ball. What Dax is going to do is he's going to come in and run a track. Officer Chanel is going to give him command. They're going to try to follow the girls where they walk, find these two pieces of clear plastic. So Dax don't see colors, so he can't really see the plastic. He's just looking for the scent. Mr. Dax is trying to cheat right there. So you see how Dax's nose is down to the ground? He has that odor of the girl's walking. He can smell it. So he knows he's on the right thing. Officer Sonava, when he sees Dax's nose down like that, smelling, he calls him good boy every once in a while and he's doing a good job. Now if he lifts his head up, we stop. We let the dog try to step around again and then he'll find it again. K-9 Dax finds something to the right.
So that's an example if we were looking for somebody that might was lost or they committed a crime. and they ran off into the woods. And we could go for a couple hundred yards, or we could go for a few miles to try to track them. And he likes to play. So in his mind, when we're out tracking for somebody, he thinks he's looking for his toy. So that's how we train. We always hide his toy at the end of the track, or in this case, since he laid down at those pieces of plastic.
That's long for getting back to the Does anybody know what gas is actually smelling on the ground? What do you think he's smelling? You think he's smelling their socks, their feet? A little bit. It's actually smelling a bunch of things. So the best way I can kind of describe what a dog smells to you guys, does anyone like pizza? Yeah? Alright, so when you smell pizza, you guys smell what? Pizza, right? Alright, so if Dax or Deuce smells pizza, he smells everything in that pizza. He smells the cheese, he smells the pepperoni, the crust, the sauce, he even smells what's in the sauce. The salt, the onions, whatever's in there, he smells it all the way down to the very ingredients. Their nose is about 30,000 times stronger than ours, which is a lot, right? Yeah. So that's, when Dax is sniffing around there, he's actually smelling their socks, their stinky feet. They weren't that stinky yet. But he's also smelling the ground, the dust that they're picking up, the floor, the texture of the floor. He's getting all that, and he's smelling around there. So when he came to the turns, and they turned, it might be a little bit different of a smell. So when he got to the turns and he looked up, he's actually trying to find that exact smell. He's like, oh yeah, they made a left-hand turn. Let's go this way. And he goes all the way to it until he finds, like that piece of plastic. He knows when he finds something like that to lay down, and then guess what comes up? His toy. And that's what our dog pretty much live to do, is just find their toy. That is their favorite thing in the world, is the toy. So, they love it. So we're going to bring in K-9 Deuce, who's my dog. Deuce is a Belgian Malinois. Officer Sergeant Sergeant's dog is a German Shepherd. You've seen how big he was. He's a lot bigger. Difference between a German Shepherd, yeah, strong. Difference between a German Shepherd and a Belgian Malinois. Usually the German Shepherds are a little bit bigger, a little bit slower. That's how I like to say it. It's kind of like being Sergeant Sergeant. Who do you think would win in a race? Dax? All right, let's see. So Deuce is a little bit smaller. He's a little bit faster and a little bit younger right now too. Deuce just started a couple months ago on the police force. So he's still a pup. He's 2 years old. He just turned 2 last month. Which I'm going to have a late happy birthday.
All right, Dax will be 9 years old in June. So he's a little bit older, a little bit wiser. Yeah, this is a very good dog. So you're going to see the differences between the German Shepherd. Like you said, Dax is like 90 pounds, and Deuce is probably like 70 pounds. Deuce is a little bit smaller, but he's still a police canine. And they both do the exact same thing on patrol. Like they'll find people, they'll find evidence that's lost, and they also find illegal drugs too. So the way they do that is with their nose. So the dog's nose is very powerful. It has like 225 million cells in his nose, and human beings usually have like 5 million. So he can smell way, way better. For example, if you took a teaspoon of sugar and you threw it to an Olympic-sized swimming pool, so that's a pretty big swimming pool. If that sugar was in one spot, the dog could actually find it. So there's Deuce. You see he's a little bit smaller, and he's a different color. and his fur is shorter than Dax's.
Say hi. Say hi. Up.
So what we did was, we hid Deuce's ball in one of those traffic cones, all right? If you were paying attention, you know which one it was. But like Dax, when he was tracking, Deuce is also going to use his nose, and he's going to figure out where that toy is, because he really wants his toy, because he loves his toy. Dax does too, you saw how much he loves his toy. So when Officer Martino gives him the command, Deuce is going to go find his toy. So let's see if we can find it. Uh-oh. You might smell something.
He's under here.
That was very good. Not very fast. So we would train with drugs, and that's how they find illegal drugs. So they're trained to smell that odor for drugs, and then when they find the drugs in training, then we give them that toy. So as you see, he really, really loves that ball. He'll do anything for it, just like that. So you see that basically both dogs, right? Dax is just a little bit bigger. Deuce's fur is a little bit shorter, and he's a little bit younger, so.
He's faster.
And he's faster. That's right. None of you in here are faster than Deuce or Dax, so I can guarantee you that. Let's see. All right, we're going to see if you can find that piece of plastic that the girls laid out. So there's actually two pieces, but there's one in the center there. So we'll see if you can find it. I'm sure I've seen it before. There's a lot of smells in here, so sometimes it's harder for him to, he wants to play.
He wants to play.
Oh, there's two pieces there. Oh.
Yeah, he's fine.
Good boy.
Piece of plastic right there.
So as you see, when they find something that someone dropped, like maybe something like a cell phone or a weapon or even a credit card, someone dropped that, I could have we could have either Deuce or Dax drop, and they'll find it. And then when they find it, if we can't see it, like it's in the weeds or something, they'll lay down. So we know to go over there where they lay down and look for it. So a lot of times, someone will throw something in high grass in the weeds, and there's no way we're going to be able to find it, but the dogs will. So like I'm saying, like a piece of plastic or something. If there's metal, like a gun, yeah, we could probably use a metal detector, but it'll be a lot faster to send the dog. So Officer Martino and myself, sometimes we work on the same shifts, and he's in New Kensington, and I'm here at Little Pearl. So we might go out on something together because we know how the dogs operate, and he can help me if I'm doing something, and then I can help him. Or if I'm not working, he can come over and help the Little Borough Police, and I can go to the Kensington and help them if he's not working. But do you guys have any questions or? Green in the back. Glasses. What's that? Oh, he said can Dax smell weapons. Dax and Deuce aren't trained specifically for weapons. There are dogs that are they're called bomb dogs, and they can smell firearms. They can smell explosives and things like that. But what Dax and Deuce can do is they can smell a gun if someone had it in their hands, like a plastic. So if they have human scent on it and they throw it somewhere, the dogs are able to locate